What is up, guys? It is Nick back here with another video. Hopefully it's not too echoey in this room. I'm gonna try not to talk super loud so it's super bad. But today we're gonna cover 3 tips on how to start a business and grow a business in 2025. If you are new here and you've never seen any of my videos, I have a vintage resale clothing page. So if you have a clothing business or want to start a clothing business, these will all apply. These will apply with any business. These are very generic tips. Starting off is going to be content. You need to post content. That is the first one. I'm going to dig really deep into this and give you guys a lot of good tips for it. I just wanted tip number 1 to be very generic content so I could dive deep into this. Trending audios and trending videos are going to be different on every platform you post on. The main 2 I recommend posting on would be Instagram and TikTok. And then if you want to go into YouTube and do YouTube shorts or YouTube videos, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Snapchat. Trending topics and trending audios are going to be different in each app at different times. So when you create a post on Instagram, you can't necessarily just go and post it on TikTok. If you're doing like a carousel, a picture carousel, you kind of can. It will somewhat work on TikTok. Just make sure you use a different sound. For videos, you could post the same videos, but the videos are not gonna always perform the same. People always say to just take that same video but tweak a few things, and I honestly don't think that is worth it. I think just use the same videos. It's super easy. You already have the video made. Spending a lot of time thinking on ways to tweak a video to post on TikTok is just not going to be worth it unless you're going to just add those pop-up captions. It's not really worth it. Just upload the same one and then just create additional content for TikTok. Don't spend time trying to mold these posts into different platforms. The content that will do well on both is just going to be like entertaining content. That's part A of tip number 1. The second part of it is going to be followers do not matter. So starting an account, buying an account, followers do not matter. I have 37,000 followers currently on my Instagram account, and I will make a really crappy post or lazily throw together a post because I'm either in a rush, don't have time, or whatever reason. That post will get maybe 2,000 people to see it with 100 likes and do very bad. Versus sometimes I have posts that get tens of thousands of likes and hundreds of thousands of people to see it. So it does not matter how many followers you have. The only part that kind of matters, which is going to be my tip number 3. So I'll talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to mention it, but we're going to come back to this part, is like your community. And then, okay, the last part for creating content is going to be, it's better to create higher quality content and less content than more content and lower quality content. If you create 100 low quality content pieces, you might get one that performs well, and it might not even convert well because it's going to be low quality. It might just get views because of how bad it is, or people making fun of you for some other thing not related to what you're trying to get across. So creating low quality content is not going to be the way. I would much rather have you post 1 piece of super high quality content than 7 pieces of really, really low quality content. Sometimes you can get away with posting low quality content like I do sometimes, as long as like I get the point across of what I'm trying to showcase. So for my instance, I sell vintage clothing, and as long as I get all the items I want in a post, it doesn't have to be the highest quality. I can get away with it sometimes, but I really try to not do that. So creating just high quality content will get put onto the Explore page and pushed out to more people. When you're creating content, showcasing yourself as a brand. So make sure you just create high quality content rather than a bunch of low quality contents. Tip number 2, for ads. I recommend just boosting posts. When you're starting your business off, I highly recommend to not try to just completely lean into ads and think that ads are the way to grow a business. again, this is going to wrap into the third tip, which I think is going to be the most important. You want to build a community. You don't want to just start running ads right away on a business that you haven't even tested out the market with. You make sure you can get some traction and have a little bit of a community, then you can start running ads. And I recommend, because running a business on your own, it is a lot of work. You probably have enough time in the day to do everything, but you don't have all the energy in the world or all the motivation, the 100% discipline to do everything you want in a day. So I recommend just going and boosting your Instagram post, automatic audience, and just let that ride. I have used that up until now for about just over a year, and it's done perfectly for me. I see sales, I see the results, I get traffic, I get followers, I get interactions on my posts and everything. It's everything you want with the most minimal amount of work. Because I'm running around trying to create content all day for my page. I'm trying to take pictures. I got to ship orders out. I have to run my Instagram, my TikTok, my Pinterest, my Facebook. I'm making YouTube videos. There's so many things that I have to get done in a day. And frankly, just being able to press a few buttons on boosting a post is the best thing for getting some return. Once you boost posts for a little while, I am currently in that position where I'm just slowing down my Instagram boost posts, and I got Facebook ads, and I'm starting to run Facebook ads. Because now that my business is kind of rolling, I have a little bit more time and energy to put some time into creating Facebook ads and learning how to run it. Because it's not easy. You need to spend a lot of time creating specific posts for these ads versus when you just have an Instagram boost post, you can do any of your posts. But for Facebook ads, you generally want to try to create it more like an ad, even though it's shown the same way as Instagram posts boosted are shown on. You do want to spend some more time on that because the returns aren't exactly the same. I'm still learning it all, so I don't know for sure. Okay. For the last tip, community. Focus on keeping your customers, returning customers, and you want to, when you are just starting out your business and you have a customer who trusts your business, if you have like 10 followers and make your first post and you got one sale, that person's putting a lot of trust in you. If you saw a page with 10 followers and you bought something from it, you might be pretty skeptical. You might not even buy from that. And the fact that someone does, when you get those first handful of sales, you want to make sure you treat those customers very, very well. And that is probably the most important thing about growing your business, because with keeping customers, you want to get that lifetime value out of them. It's easier to sell people. It's easier to sell to the same 10 people every single week than it is to find 10 new people every single week. At a bigger scale, 100 or 1,000 people each week is a lot more noticeable. Eventually, you're going to run out of people. But if you find a group, 100 or 1,000 people that like your product, that buy from you, obviously they like your business, and there's going to be a reason why they don't buy from you. And most of the time it's because they either don't like the product or they didn't have a good experience in some way. And you need to ensure that your customers are getting the best experience to keep them coming back to purchase every single week or month or whenever you drop or whatever it is. So that is going to be the biggest thing, is focus on your community. Create posts that not always that perform the best, but ones that perform that will be informative and helpful for your community and your returning customers. You do want to create posts that bring in new people, but don't forget about your community that you already have. All right, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any comments or other tips you'd like to leave down below, feel free to comment down below. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next video. Peace.